Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning. So for the last topic, we stop here, application of the partial derivative. So we have the several of the application for the partial derivative. So let we to detail of the application of this application. Okay, the first is tangent plane. Okay, tangent plane to the surface z fxx at point x, y, z. Okay. Okay. When we have this function, so when we draw, we can get in the 3 dimension. So this function at point x naught, y naught, z naught. So you can determine by using this formula. Okay. So z minus z naught. So the partial respect to the x. So this function unique to partial derivative respect to the x, partial derivative respect to the y, and x naught y naught from here, from this point. Let's say dia kata 1, 2, 3. So x naught is the 1, y naught is the 2, z naught is the 3. So you need to determine the partial derivative first, and then you substitute the value of the x naught and y naught. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Find the partial derivative first. Okay. So this one for the z equal f x y. Okay. For the, let's say w function for the x, y, z. So you need to use this formula. Okay. Similar, sama je. Same method. Just you need to find the partial fx, fy, fz. After you get the partial, you substitute that partial derivative with this value, and then you multiply with x minus x naught here. Okay. So this is the slope of surface. As I discussed for the first class for the partial derivative. So what is the purpose for the why the fx, fy, and fz origin? Okay, how you derive for the fx, xy, and fz. This one is the slope of the surface, or gradient of the slope, gradient of the surface. So in the slope surface at the x direction, okay, x direction. So you need to partial fx. To get the answer, this one represent for the slope of the surface. So for the y, you need to determine fy. Okay, this one slope for the y. Okay, so you substitute the value, and then substitute the point with the point, and then you get the value. The value is represent for the slope of the surface. Okay, let's say the example tangent plane. Okay, tangent plane fxy square y plus fy power of 3 at the point 1, -2, and 0. So you just apply this formula, because this one fx so sama dengan z, so 2 independent variable. So you need to use this formula. Okay, number 1, because the 2 independent variable. If the question given the 3 independent variable, you need to use second independent variable. So you using this formula, z tolak z naught, z tolak z naught, z naught is the 0. Okay, equal fx, fy. Okay, determine for fx, fy. So fx 2xy, this one 0 lah. Okay, fy equal x square 15 plus 15y square. Okay, and then this one you jadikan fx. So the point dia 1, -2, 1, -2. So you substitute x equal 1, y -2. So you get the answer is the -2, 4, -4. Okay, and then you get the fy 1, -2. So you get the answer. Ini 1 plus y power of 2, 4, 20, 60. So 60, 61. Okay, and then you substitute here 61 x minus x naught. X naught is the 1. Okay, plus, sorry bukan 61 you guna negative 4. Lepas tu 61 y minus 2. Okay, and then you can get the answer z equal apa. Okay, that is the way how you can find the tangent plane. Okay, we proceed for the slope of the surface. So for slope of the surface, okay, in x direction, y direction. So you need to find the fy, fx, fy. Okay, I do for the fx, so you can get 2x 2x. So this one 0, 0. So fx equal 3. Okay, equal 3. Okay, this one you need to using the partial implicit. This one implicit. Okay, implicit. Okay, implicit derivative. So you need to solve by using the implicit, and then you get fx. So for fy, fx implicit is in function x, z. Okay, fy negative fy function z. Okay, and then you get the answer and substitute the value. Okay, for the rate of change, okay, rate of change ni we using the chain rule lah. Chain rule kita dah belajar using the chain rule. Okay, rate of change using chain rule. For the small increment and approximate, okay, so using this formula. So fx ni you tahu fx. Okay, dx ni bermaksud x2 minus x1. Point x2 minus x1 dy. Point y2 minus y1. Okay, similar lah. dz, dy, dx. Betul tak? Saya semak balik betul tak? Takut silap give the wrong information. Small increment. Okay, small increment. Okay, point 2 minus point 1. Okay, betul. Okay, point 2 at the point 2 minus point 1. So at the point 2 minus point 1. Okay, so three variable pun similar at point 2 minus point 1. Okay, so this one for rate of the chain the side of the rectangle is the 20 meter increase at the rate of the 5 meter per second, and the other side y equal to t and decrease at the what is the rate of the chain per meter and the area. So per meter rectangle. So that means the rectangle x 20 meter. Okay, y 30 meter. Okay, perubahan ni terhadap L di dx di this one dx di t, dx dt dx dt, dx dt equal 5 meter per second. Okay, increase plus for the y dx dy dt per second the second, so the length over time. So negative decrease 4 meter per second. So what the rate of the change of the parameter? So parameter p, what is the formula parameter? 2x plus 2y. Okay, so area equal x multiply dengan y. Okay, so what is the rate of the change of the parameter? So dia nak you need determine the dp dt. Okay, satu dp dt and nombor 2 is the dA dt. So the given here. So the first thing you need to derive the chain rule. Okay, dp dt. Okay, dp dt. So p dengan t, so dia ada x, ada y. So this one partial p partial x partial p partial y, sebab 1 to 2, 1 split 2 jadi partial. So x to t, dx dt, 1 to 1 dx dt lah, ni dy dt. So you dapat dia punya formula, dp dt equal partial p partial x multiply dx dt, okay, plus partial p partial y dy dt. Okay, so ni kalau you tak hafal lah. Kalau you hafal, terus tulis pun no problem. So you substitute lah. So dp dx, okay, dp dx here. So respect to the x, partial partial to the x, this one to x, this one constant, kosong lah. So the dp dx dp dx equal to 2. Okay, so partial dp dy equal to 2. So you substitute dp dx 2. So dx dt ni tadi 5. Okay, plus dp dy 2, dy dt negative 4, and then you get the answer. Okay, try for the area. Okay, this is the way how you can solve for the rate of change. So you need to understand lah. So this question ask for what? Rate of the change maksudnya something over t. Okay, rate of the change something over t. Rate usually depending on the time. Okay, year, day, second, and so on lah. Okay, so you try for the rate change of the area of the rectangle. Okay, rectangle.